Hello everyone, this is the XFFL Commissioner bringing you the highs and lows from week 7 this week. We had a very exciting week in fantasy football, and just to go ahead and throw a shout out again to my beloved Chiefs for another win this week. Yeah, they didn't beat the Patriots last week, but we're still got a pretty good season going right now, so I'm feeling pretty good about the good old Chiefs right now. So let's go ahead and jump right in here and talk about the highs and lows of the week. On the high end of things, we've got the Kickers of Butte, who are 7-0, the only undefeated team that we have in the league, and they are steamrolling the competition, and they've added yet another high score week to their resume, which brings them to 4 for the season, and so they're racking up quite a nice little pot, taking that high score money home with them every week. They defeated the Evil Bastages this week with 189 to 139 this week, so pretty impressive game. I'm sure Coach Copeland wasn't feeling too good putting up those kind of numbers and still losing. Nobody really likes that. So now let's move on to dead ass last this week. So this week we have got a tie for who wants to be the worst, and that is between the Legion of Gloom. Legion of Boom. They lost to the Dirty Birds, which is a pretty sad state of affairs right there, because Coach Tooks and the Birds, they haven't done too well this year. So Legion of Boom lost 94 to 107. And in a almost mirror image game, we had RuPaul's Titans that scored 94 as well, but they lost to Tennessee Biggins with a score of 108. So it's kind of like they're fighting over to see who can be the worst team in the league this year, and I'm not sure there's going to be a winner in that contest. So that takes care of that. Now, the Eliminator. So we got some interesting stuff going on there. This week, Coach Ash and the Tennessee Biggins were eliminated from the Eliminator round, which takes us down to 5 teams. 4 teams. And basically eliminates everybody in the NFC and the entire AFC West, including yours truly, Commish, are still in the running, and the Wolfpack from the AFC East. So we got a lot going on there. Let's see here. We've also got some things going on highlight-wise as far as in the league. See, Miller's Maniacs, they had a really surprising performance from their defense this week. Denver Broncos put up 41 points, which is pretty impressive for a defense. And then, on a side note, the Chiefs quarterback, Patrick Mahomes, really helped out the Kickers Butte this week by putting up 61 points, which was a pretty impressive number. Also, one that didn't really help anybody out, but the Tampa Bay Buccaneers kicker had a pretty significant accomplishment this week, because he kicked a 59-yard field goal in overtime, which beat the Browns. And the Browns, even though they're losing it with style this year. They really are staying with teams, and it's been these very close marginal games, but they're still losing. So that's a problem for them. Okay, couple of side notes real quick before I go. I just want to remind you guys, I've sent out an invitation on Evite. I've also posted it on the Facebook page. We've got our gatherings coming up here soon. You got one on the 11th of November, which is going to be at the Fieldhouse Social. And then you got another one coming up on November 18th at Rooster's Bar and Grill. And remember, both of those events qualify you for $5 draft bucks for next year. So right now, yours truly is really racking up some draft money with these videos and some other postings. But I also got some contributions from Coach Jan and Coach Miller. But other than that, it has been very slim pickings. So if you guys want to do anything about your draft budgets next year, you better get on the stick with some kind of postings, polls, something. Otherwise, I am going to destroy you in next year's draft. So keep that in mind. And then finally, I want to throw out this little team spirit or esprit de corps thing for 2 teams. You've got the Pylon Pythons, who's still rocking their old logo from last year. Don't know what happened with that, so they better get on the ball and change that around. And then you've got the Wolfpack, of course, that just doesn't feel like it's worth the effort to put his logo up on the league page and be like the rest of us. So he may receive a fine from the commish for not meeting uniform regulations, basically. So I'll have a chat with him about that. But that's it for this week. Looking forward to another exciting week in week 8, and I will see you then. But this is the Commissioner, and I'll see you around the league.